What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical average American here today to react and learn about the best places to live in British Columbia. Now, I have heard that British Columbia is perhaps one of the most beautiful provinces in all of Canada, certainly in terms of geography. It kind of has it all, right? Like it has forests and it has mountains and it has that big coastline on the western side with all the islands. There's even beaches. There's even glaciers if you're into that sort of thing. But I thought it'd be pretty fun, given how amazing it all kind of sounds, to learn about what are the best towns or cities or just random places I've never probably ever heard of located in British Columbia that would be nice places to live, to settle down. So I'm not exactly sure how this video is gonna go about ranking them. Just based on the description, it sounds like they're gonna factor in if you can have a job prospect, if you can retire there, if it's good for the family. Oftentimes they factor in stuff like safety and crime and happiness and sort of intangibles like that. So I'm pretty curious to just learn about a bunch of awesome places in British Columbia, basically. So let's take a look.
10. Vancouver.
Oh, yeah.
Vancouver is a coastal seaport city.
Vancouver! Right. By the way, Vancouver, that's number 10? Wait, that's not even like, couldn't that be number 1? I reacted to Vancouver a while back, and I remember being absolutely flabbergasted, stunned by how beautiful and awesome it was, and it was like cities and mountains and cool stuff to do around Vancouver. Yet this is number 10. How amazing are these other 9 then?
On the mainland of British Columbia, Canada. It frequently ranks highly as one of the world's most livable cities.
Yes.
Surrounded by water.
Oh, it's beautiful. What the heck?
Vancouver has one of the mildest climates of all Canadian cities.
Oh, nice.
That makes it a popular destination for Asian immigrants.
I didn't even think about that. The mild climate, like as in less variation, kind of more of what Americans are used to, I suppose. Maybe not as drastic summers or winters, if that's kind of what they're alluding to.
The city's coastline offers amazing views and great beaches.
Yeah.
While the mountains offer hiking trails and snow sports.
Oh my God.
As a modern urban city, Vancouver attracts job seekers and creates opportunities for others.
That's a great reason as well. Vancouver is not just this beautiful hub of people and culture, but there's probably going to be a lot of jobs. It is one of the most populated cities in Canada, right?
The average salary of a Vancouver resident is about $60,000 Canadian per year.
Okay. I don't know how that compares to the national average, honestly.
But when it comes to the cost of living, it is fair to say that Vancouver is one of the more expensive cities to call home in Canada.
That does not surprise me at all. Basically, if you can afford to live in Vancouver, do it. In other words, it would be a very, very, very good option. I'll say that much.
9. Whistler.
Whistler.
Whistler is a resort town of approximately 13,000 people.
13,000. Oh, excuse me, Whistler. I really gotta enunciate that L in there. I don't want to offend the Whistlerites. Whistler. Okay.
It's full of beautiful mountain vistas, ancient forests, crystal clear lakes and rivers, and fresh, clean air.
Is everywhere in British Columbia just got these like beautiful storybook fantasy tale mountains in the background? Is that just normal in British Columbia? Like, come on.
Much of what makes Whistler such a unique and memorable destination lies in its awe-inspiring and pristine natural surroundings.
Okay.
The town receives a tourist.
I feel like all of these places are gonna have awe-inspiring, pristine natural surroundings, but okay.
Population of about 1.5 million annually, most of whom engage in snowboarding, alpine skiing, mountain biking, and camping.
Oh, is Whistler a very popular, like, tourist destination? Or maybe Canadians, like, within Canada are traveling there to get their skiing and snowboarding on and stuff like that, hiking. That's cool. Bit of a touristy town, city, then, I can live with that if you're talking about this level of, like, amazing scenery.
The residents enjoy good healthcare services and education.
Okay.
The average salary in Whistler is over 50,000 Canadian dollars per year, while unemployment stands at 4%.
All right.
If you live...
They're not giving too much context with this stuff. Like, 4% unemployment, I don't know. 50,000 Canadian dollars a year. So they make less than the average Vancouverite, I see.
Live in Whistler, you are never too far away from big city actions, and you can be in Vancouver within 2 hours.
That's a good thing to think about. You don't necessarily have to live in Vancouver, but it could be nice if you're living in an awesome community that's kind of an hour or two from Vancouver, so you can drive there or travel there if you feel like it. That's a good perk.
8. Surrey.
Surrey. Okay.
Surrey is a large city with a growing population.
Okay.
Nearly 600,000. It's a
600,000. Whistler. I think the narrator said Whistler only had 13,000 people. That's like nothing then. If we're talking about Surrey here, which has 600,000 people.
great place to retire because of its relatively low crime rate and its temperate weather.
Okay.
Surrey is a green and progressive city, with over 7% of the population traveling to work by public transit and 6% of the population working in healthcare.
Wow.
The local economy is supported by thousands of jobs in manufacturing, education, health, agriculture, and the arts.
Seems nice.
As for the cost of living, it's not a cheap city, but
It's not a cheap city. They were just saying how this might be a good option for retirement, but if it's not a cheap city...
clearly still one worth considering if you're deciding where to settle in Canada.
All right. Looks very
Surrey
nice.
offers a more affordable option to living in British Columbia, while remaining close to Vancouver.
Okay.
7.
Little generic. I'm not sure my opinion on Surrey got any better or very worse. I'd never heard of it. And it's kind of like I never heard of it. It was basically just a city in British Columbia that seemed really nice. Nelson.
Nelson. Nestled deep in the interior of British Columbia,
Okay.
Nelson offers some of the best living conditions in the province.
Cool.
With a population of just over 10,000.
10,000, so not too much. And again, all these towns and cities have these beautiful lakes, which really is like a lot of fun, especially if you're into the whole boating. Plenty of mountains, like everything has had mountains in British Columbia, and that's pretty cool.
This town is surrounded by an abundance of natural resources and breathtaking scenery.
Yeah.
The community here is known to be accepting, supportive, and welcoming.
Okay.
Money Sense called it the 10th best place to retire in all of Canada.
Oh, okay. That'd be an interesting list. 10 best places to retire in Canada. So Nelson, British Columbia, specifically was on that particular list.
Some of the notable features of living in Nelson are low average property taxes and 260 days per year of temperatures above freezing.
Okay.
From tech to engineering to administration.
I don't know if Americans would necessarily say, okay, the temperature is above freezing. That's good. I don't know. Our threshold, our tolerance is probably not quite as much as Canadians for that kind of stuff.
Administration to health and education. Nelson is a great place to continue your career.
Okay. Nice.
6. Squamish.
Squamish. Squamish. I just like saying the name. Squamish.
Squamish, a small town of approximately 21,000 people.
Okay.
The environment is calm and beautiful,
Yeah.
with the sight of breathtaking mountains.
Man, all of these places are built around water and mountains. It's like not even fair. Like they're all ridiculously beautiful with these amazing landscapes. It's honestly like nothing I've ever seen, ever. Particularly in the United States, that's for sure.
For those who enjoy being close to nature and love playing on mountains, then Squamish is sure to inspire.
If you love playing on mountains, you are in the right place.
In recent years, the town has become popular with Whistler and Vancouver's residents escaping the high cost of living.
Ah, okay, Squamish, kind of like Vancouver Junior, in a way. Not really, but people from Vancouver travel to Squamish. That says pretty good things.
Many young couples and professionals moving to Squamish have made it a great family-friendly town to raise
Good.
children.
Nice, nice.
The small town community, great school system, low rates of crime, and proximity to nature make Squamish an ideal place to raise a family.
I think that's attractive to a lot of people. Just thinking about it in terms of, is this a good place to raise my family? It's either is this a good place to raise a family, or is this a good place to retire? That's kind of the two things you'd think about a lot when considering somewhere to live.
5. Fort St. John.
Oh, okay.
Located in northeastern British Columbia, Fort St. John is a beautiful city of 30,000 people.
See, it's amazing. This is in northeastern British Columbia. The entire landscape is completely different than like the more western and southern parts of British Columbia. This is like totally flat now.
The city's economy is driven by the gas and oil industry.
Okay.
It's also the best city in British Columbia with a work-life balance. The community is close and friendly, with the residents always willing to help new immigrants. Fort St. John is one of the sunniest places in the province, especially in the winter and spring.
Okay.
There are a lot of great recreational activities.
I don't know what to think about this. This is another one that just sounds kind of generic, except it does not have all of the perks of nature, mountains and forests and stuff that the other places to live in British Columbia had. I'm not sure how this got all the way to number 5 on the list, to be honest.
Activities such as hiking, fishing, cross-country skiing, and birdwatching.
Okay. Cool.
4. Colwood.
Colwood. Oh, this is on an island. Vancouver Island. Okay, Colwood.
Colwood is a fast-growing, family-friendly seaside community.
That's cool.
Of just over 18,000 people that enjoy a rich heritage, a unique...
Oh, that's cool. This image right here, that's awesome. And they've even... What is that strip on the left side? Is that like artificially created land over the water? I know in some parts of the world they do that. I don't know. But this is awesome. Seaside town. That's just, I feel like you'd wake up every day, see the ocean, and just take a big breath in and be like, I'm in Colwood, British Columbia!
connection to nature and incredible potential. The city boasts boundless recreational opportunities, diverse natural ecosystems, and several popular national historic sites.
See, this is more like it. This is a number 4 right here. Okay.
Colwood's workforce is highly educated, and statistics show that Colwood residents have a higher median household income than neighboring communities.
Okay.
Employment opportunities are projected to increase as the population grows and businesses in the nearby city of Victoria look to expand and...
I'm not surprised to hear that this is a rapidly growing community. I guess the only drawback would be that you are pretty isolated. Like, you are all the way as west as you can get in Canada on an island. But it's like, if you're having the time of your life, who cares? Then life is great. I'll stay on my little island.
And diversify. 3. Kamloops.
Kamloops.
It is a city with a relaxed lifestyle, a warmer climate, and has a mixed landscape of forests, lakes, mountains, and valleys that all offer abundant leisure opportunities.
That's cool. That's cool. That it has a bit of everything. And leisure activities as well.
Kamloops draws a diverse range of businesses, from healthcare, financial services, high tech, and many others that keep its economy dynamic and stable.
Okay.
Due to the presence of Thompson Rivers University, the largest in British Columbia, the city also has thousands of students, local and foreign.
That's a huge thing as well. Education, that I didn't mention, as a huge kind of item that you'd be thinking about when thinking about somewhere to live. So this has the biggest university in British Columbia. Okay.
The safe, friendly environment of the city, combined with the spectacular natural setting, help to make Kamloops an ideal destination for international students.
I like it. I like it.
2. Kelowna.
Kelowna. Okay, we're on number 2. Only 2 left. Top 2. Number 2 is Kelowna.
Kelowna is a beautiful place, full of sunshine, wineries, and stunning vistas.
Sunshine and wineries. Need we say more?
Sometimes Kelowna can feel like vacation central, with the number of fantastic resorts and amenities the town offers.
I mean, that's a pretty good sign if the town you live in literally feels like you're on vacation all the time. That's pretty cool. Makes it feel like this might be more of a retirement sort of community or vacation community.
Activities like boating, hiking, biking, golfing, and skiing are popular in Kelowna.
Cool, cool.
As such, the service industry is what hires the most people here, catering to its tourism industry.
Is this too much of a tourist destination? Does that kind of hurt it? I can see why this could be number 2. A lot of awesome stuff, but a lot of those pesky Americans might be traveling out to here to vacation.
Kelowna also has a dynamic job market, with many jobs available from its rapidly growing tech sector and other businesses.
Okay.
1. Saanich.
Number 1, Saanich. Never heard of it. This is on Vancouver Island as well. That does not surprise me, because I was gonna say Kamloops, which is on the island as well, seemed like one of the more amazing places in British Columbia. And Saanich looks like it's like very close by.
Saanich is the largest municipality in the Greater Victoria area.
Okay.
More than 110,000 people live here.
Wow.
The city blends both the rural and urban on southern Vancouver Island.
Oh, wow. Yeah, look at this. This is a big community. So it probably has a very, strong job market, economy, all that stuff, while also having everything else. Mountains in the far back, forest, it's treed, it's on the water. This might have everything.
The area is highlighted by its miles of sandy beaches on numerous ocean bays, as well as the rocky outcroppings carved by past glacial movement.
You can go bicycling on the beach, apparently.
Although crime has increased in the past 4 years, Saanich remains a relatively safe area to settle.
Okay.
Along with great outdoor activities, the low unemployment rate, and quality schools at all levels of education.
Good.
Saanich is a wonderful city for you to start your family.
Oh, okay. You don't say.
Thanks for watching the video.
Wow, there you have it. There you have it. That was the top 10 best places to live in British Columbia. Honestly, they all seemed really great. By the way, this video's by Around the World, and I gotta give it a like because that was very enjoyable, almost meditative in a way. British Columbia, I get it. I get the hype. Basically, all those places, except maybe that one that was in the Northeast, sorry, was filled with this amazing, serene, majestic landscapes and water and lakes and forests, and all of the towns and cities seem to have massive upside and employment opportunities, and crime is generally better in Canada in general compared to the United States, so I can't even talk on that. So I don't know. Most of these places seemed fantastic. I don't know if I'd actually agree with the specific order they were in. Vancouver was 10th for some reason, but I enjoyed just getting to see all these different places in British Columbia. I'm not familiar with that kind of stuff in Canada, like all the little towns and cities and areas. I don't know any of that stuff. I barely know the big cities and the provinces, so this is always a fun experience for me. Just get exposed to all these awesome places, so I enjoyed it. Anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment, perhaps with what you think the best place to live in British Columbia is. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canada and Canadian culture and stuff about Canada that I have never learned before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.